Hello, my beautiful Osala tribe. This is Indigo Owl coming to you with life guidance from now rainy London. I was very lucky earlier. I went to my lovely greengrocer and it was still sunny, and I got home and just a few minutes later it poured down with rain. So I'm feeling lucky today, but I'm also feeling a little bit subdued today, and the reason for that is that actually I have some very beautiful long-awaited new beginnings coming my way, but new beginnings often follow on from some endings. So I'm very mindful today of things I'm leaving behind. I'm just going to start shuffling these lovely tarot cards while I'm talking. I'm very mindful of the things I'm leaving behind as I'm pushing forward into my new life. So I'm just sitting in that energy. Hello, Michelle is watching. I hope you're well today. So we've got here, and you can see today I haven't set up all the cards first. So you'll see me shuffling as we go along. I have got the Angel Daniel here with his silver topaz, and I also have this beautiful guardian angel. Everybody has a guardian angel. So if you are watching this reading live or later on in the replay, and you're particularly drawn to the guardian angel figure, then that definitely is confirmation that your guardian angel is talking to you. And also we have still the red love candle here. We can always do with more love in our life for ourselves and for others. So we are going to be drawing 7 tarot cards today for the 7 days of the week. There's going to be 3 romance angel cards at the end for the pick a card message. But we've also got 3 oracle decks today. And I'm just looking at them now. And one of them, as usual, will be for the message of hope, and the other 2 will be the theme for the week. So let's start by drawing our 7 tarot cards. Oh, these 2 definitely came out together, and these 2 as well. It's good to be decisive when drawing cards. However, if you really can't be, it's also important to not force the speed. And I've drawn 1 extra, 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's going to be an additional theme card as well. So we're going to have 3 theme cards. Why not indeed? I did wonder when I was urged by spirit to only choose 1 tarot card deck today. We were going to have significantly less cards than last week. However, then they chose all the extra oracle cards, and now we've even got an extra tarot card. So the theme for the week is going to be particularly important, I feel, in this reading. And I'm wondering if I should draw also the other theme cards now. And when I say I'm wondering, that on this occasion most definitely means I'm asking spirit for a suggestion. So this deck, definitely spirit really wanted me to pull out for today. This is the Archangel Prayer Oracle deck by Kyle Gray. I will show you the front. Beautiful deck, and it's got Archangel Michael on the front. So let's have a look and see which card we're going to get from. It's very blue and purple to start with today. I'm also wearing purple today, which you can't see, but I am. And from last week, for the message of hope, we have another Doreen Virtue, Queen of Mary, Angels. And I can see actually here on my table, I still have last week's cards from the Grace deck up. Because last week we had mindfulness and love, I remember, for the theme for the week and for the message of hope. So we're now drawing the message of hope. And I will find my little green hope stone. So I really hope you've been having a lovely time. If you are geographically near my location, you may also have had Mother's Day yesterday. I know other parts of the world it's not happening yet. I think it's not till May. So this is going to be our message of hope. And we are due one more scene card from this Speed of Light Oracle deck by the beautiful Leanne Peters, who is indeed on the other side of the world from me in Tasmania. And she has personally created every single one of those cards. She's a beautiful healing artist, amongst other things. And I think I own every one of her oracle decks. Right, so we're going to draw one more theme card for the week. Here we go. Right, so we'll do the Romance Angel cards later. I'll make some room for those. But without further ado, we're going to start with the oracle cards for this week, starting from today. So this is Monday the 15th, Tuesday the 16th, Wednesday the 17th, Thursday the 18th, Friday the 19th, Saturday the 20th, and Sunday the 21st of March. So the card for today, and I know a bit of today has already happened, but it can be quite interesting to draw a card in the middle of the day or at the end of the day and see how it relates to what has happened so far and how it relates to what's still happening. So the card for today is Strength. Now, I can definitely feel that today. This card tends to come at times where we need that little reminder that we have the strength to do what needs to be done. And you can see here this lady is taming a lion, and she's doing it through gentle persistence rather than brute force. So this talks about inner strength. This talks about things like being able to stick with your own convictions. It talks about things like integrity, and it can very much, the lion can very much represent our own inner power and the ability to control it, which gives us much more freedom to actually use it. Often when we're not sure that we can control our own power, we can not use all of it because it feels unsafe. Let's have a look at the card for tomorrow, Tuesday the 16th of March. Oh, we have, and interestingly, 8 followed on by 9. I always pay attention to numbers in tarot. We have the 9 of Cups. Now, this card is often called the Wish card, and it is very much the card of dreams coming true. The cups in tarot go with emotions and relationships, and this lady is literally on cloud 9. So expect lovely energy to come in for tomorrow. Maybe there will be some happy news, or maybe things will just finally come together in exactly the way you wanted, and maybe you will just wake up and have a really happy day. Let's have a look at I'm actually going to have to get to the door. I'm really sorry. I'll be back in 1 minute. Apologies for the break. I needed to get to the door, and interesting when these interruptions happen. I also considered not getting the door, but I have a feeling someone would have kept on knocking. But very interesting, we've now had some kind of interruption between Tuesday and Wednesday. So let's have a look at Wednesday, and I'm curious what will come up next. Oh, we have more cups. Well, so the 3 of Cups often comes at times of celebration. It shows 3 women coming together to celebrate It can represent literally celebrating things like somebody's birthday or an anniversary, but it can also be celebrating good news. It can celebrate very good friends or family gathering together simply to celebrate their love for each other. I appreciate there is still not that much gathering allowed due to COVID, so it depends on where you are and who you might be celebrating with. Now these cards are coming in succession. I'm even more certain that for some of you at least, there will be some very good news coming in that you will be celebrating. So how very exciting. Very, very interesting energy so far. So we're starting with the strengths here, which is very much saying we need to be in charge of our own inner power and be willing to use it. And then all of this lovely stuff is happening. Let's have a look at Thursday, which will be the 18th of March. Oh, and now we have the Six of Swords. Now, if you have been watching since the very beginning, I did speak about that today. As I'm tuning into this reading, I'm feeling a little bit of this subdued feeling of having to leave behind things in order to move forward. And the Six of Swords definitely has some of this energy in it because it's a journey of self-development. It symbolically represents the journey across the river Styx. And as you can see here, this person is on this journey with this boat to the other side. Now, on the other side, there is light. So the journey might be a little rough at times, but actually the guardian angel is keeping the person safe. And we've got our guardian angel here. It's literally right in line with the guardian angel figure. So it's a very safe journey, even if it's uncomfortable in parts, and it's taking the person to a better place where there is more light. So very interesting. The journey of self-development is happening. It may well be that what you really wanted is coming to pass, but that maybe it is touching on some challenging points in you in terms of having to leave behind where you were. But definitely a journey in the right direction. Let's have a look at Friday, which should be the 19th of March. Oh, and now we have the Ace of Pentacles. Now we have a new beginning. So this makes total sense. There is good news coming in or a celebration of something new. And then this journey is taking us to a new beginning. Pentacles represent anything to do with earthly, material, practical matters in life. In our society can be very much associated with money, which is why this looks like a gold coin. Aces are new challenges, new beginnings that are offered to us from spirit. We don't have to take them, but usually they are things we really want. It can literally represent money. So there could be an unexpected, a sudden influx of money, like a windfall, or you might be notified about an inheritance. But it can also represent things like a job offer that will bring in some more money. So very good energy coming in. Lots of things working out the way you wanted, but somehow a little challenging because you have to leave behind the way life was and also the way you used to be in order to step up into your newly manifested, more desirable reality, or at least now more desirable. You also need to become that person that you want to be. Let's have a look at Saturday, the 20th of March. Oh, wow. Now we have the Four of Wands. Well, this card is often called the Happy Homecoming. And we are starting to complete the suits. We have Cups, Swords, Pentacles and Wands. So we now have all four suits represented in this week. So the Four of Wands here shows a couple moving in together. The Four Wands can represent the four walls of a house. This card can literally come for a relationship between two people that are in love with each other, that maybe want to take things to the next level, and maybe actually move in together or get married. This card can also come for career and a job offer, especially if the people you will be working with and the area you will be working in will feel like you just fit in naturally. The happy homecoming is finding the job that comes with the right setup and the right colleagues and maybe the right clients that feel like home to you, when you just fit in and people just like you as soon as you turn up. So this may well be linked to this Ace of Pentacles. Let's have a look at the last card for this week, Sunday the 21st of March. And before I turn it over, I have to acknowledge that 21 is my favorite number in tarot, because in the major arcana it represents the completion, the successful completion of a whole big cycle, the world. So when I see the number 21, it always makes me think of successful completion. Oh, and here we have the King of Pentacles. Well, so more pentacles. So it may well be that you will be feeling like the King of Pentacles by Sunday. Which certainly the King of Pentacles represents somebody who is good at making and organizing his pentacles and making sure he always has enough pentacles, aka money in our society. But all other forms of abundance can also be associated with pentacles, which can also simply be people in your life that will support you, not just financially, but generally speaking, or for like I said here, the right work colleagues where you just fit in and you feel very supported through people around you. It may be that this relationship for some of you is connected with new work, a new job offer, or a new place of work. So the more money coming in might also be connected to a person. The King of Pentacles can be a man or a woman. In any case, it's somebody who is good with pentacles. So somebody who's good with the earthly practical side of life. Very, very interesting. So a bit of a subdued start to the week, where we have to go inwards and we have to maybe look at our own inner challenges. But then lots of celebration. The journey, this and maybe for many of you, this journey of self-development, trying to cross this river to the other side, has been going on for some time. So it may well be that this is just the last little bit that's happening on Thursday. And then the rest of the week is actually focused on earthly, material, practical changes in life, maybe including some love for some of you. But for all of you, should be a really pleasant experience most of this week. Really powerful changes are happening, big transitions, everything working out for the best for everyone. And I'm also noticing here that those two ladies both wear a similar color dress, this kind of pale pink. So it may well be that this strength, this ability to control our own inner power and not be afraid to step into our power and use it, is leading us to this happy homecoming, to becoming part of this either happy couple or happy setup in wherever this applies in your life. So I'm now very excited to see the theme cards for this week. And I guess normally I would say I will look at them in the order in which we drew them. But today I feel like starting here, and I'm sure Spirit made me line them up in that order on purpose. So let's have a look at the Speed of Light Oracle. So the theme for the week, I love it, it's purple. The theme for the week is to give us additional insight into what to focus on as we go through this week of what looks like many happy events for many of you. The Yogi represents the teacher and the student. It represents wisdom, study, and leadership. So This card always comes as a reminder that we are never just a teacher and we are never just a student in life. So this reminds us to remember that we are always learning and we are always teaching. We teach what we already know to others and we learn what we don't know yet from others. And sometimes that's the same people and sometimes not. There is very profound wisdom in that acknowledgement. So for some of you, more study might be coming your way. Some of you might be called on to be leaders, to be teachers, but to always be humble and also be students. So that's our first theme card for this week. Our second theme card from the Angel Prayers, Angel Prayers Oracle deck by Kyle Gray says, love and accept yourself. Well, I guess that is always good guidance. You can't go wrong with that. But it may be that in this week, it's particularly important. It says, thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. So self-acceptance is really important this week. I know we had the theme of love for the last week as well. So it makes sense there is a continuation. And again, I'm seeing this pale pink colouring here, as well as the red that's reflected in our love candle. So again, I'm reminded of this woman here who is looking at her own inner power. And this, again, this doesn't have to be a woman. This can be a woman or a man or somebody who doesn't identify as either. I'm really not wanting to exclude or offend anybody here. So when we look at men or women in tarot, it's always symbolic of what is associated with men and women in terms of personal qualities, not actual men or women. They're not actual people, they're archetypes. That's the word I was looking for. So again, the love and accept yourself with the light pink colour might be reflected here from the lady in the Four of Wands. So what a beautiful theme card. And again, it's right by the guardian angel. So it may well be that also this theme energy is very much for the beginning of the week. This might be especially important when we get to the middle of the week because it's in line with this guardian angel here. And so this is to do with this journey to the other side, to the next level. And then we've got one more, which was the additional tarot card we got in the beginning. So we don't usually have a tarot card for a theme. Oh, and we have more pentacles. And how beautifully aligned. The Four of Pentacles is coming here with those other pentacles. So another theme for this week, and maybe to do with the end of the week, is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four of Pentacles represents financial stability in many ways, but it can also represent this feeling of, you can see here this man is holding on to his pentacles. So he's kind of holding on to the status quo. And it's almost like he's sitting in the prison and he's got this black and white floor, which can represent quite rigid principles. And he's got this window that looks almost like he's in a prison. And it can come with this energy of, if you hold on to exactly how things are for too long, you start to stagnate your energy. So, for example, if you do it with your money, if you're not willing to spend your money when you should be spending it, and I'm by no means encouraging anyone to fritter away their money or be careless with their money or just spend money on a whim, but when something comes up that you have the money for and it makes sense to buy it and you don't want to do it simply because you want to hold on to your money, you may well be stopping yourself from receiving more money in future. So this card may come as a warning to be open enough for this new money to come in. You need to also let go of old money. Or you may need to let go of an old situation. You may need to let go of old ways of money coming in so that this new way of money coming in can manifest in your life. So very, very interesting. I'm very curious to hear from you how this is relating to you in this week, if this makes sense to you. Please do like, share and comment on my videos. I also upload my videos on my YouTube channel, Indigo Owl. I'm always happy to hear from you. I love when you watch live. I love when you watch the replay. If you don't want to share what's happening for you, simply say hello, or maybe just say it resonates. That's always lovely to hear. And please don't give away more about your personal situation than you're comfortable to do on social media. We're now going to look at our message of hope from the Mary Queen of Angels Oracle deck. Oh, wow. We have God. And it says, I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and this situation. Michelle says, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, Michelle. It's really lovely that every week you check in with my readings. And as you know, the readings become more and more relevant for you if you make this commitment. So that's really lovely. And also the message popped up just as I pulled the card that says God. So I almost feel like saying God is talking to you. And I will read this message again because I think it's really, really important. It really makes sense with, Michelle says, so relevant. It makes sense. The theme cards here and the message of hope really makes sense with what's happening here, because what's happening is that lots of good things are coming in, but it can be a bit intimidating in the moment, the things that we need to let go of in our actual life situation, but also inside of ourselves, maybe even the way we see ourselves and how powerful we perceive ourselves may need to change in order to incorporate this. It says, I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and this situation. Now, if like me, at times you find the word God a bit connected with particular religious views, just replace that word with spirit, or whatever kind of acknowledgement of this energy that connects all of us makes sense for you, so that you're comfortable with this message, because it's a really powerful message of hope. I love the theme cards. I loved all the tarot cards we got for this week. I'm loving the theme cards to go with it as well. It's making so much sense, and I love how they line up with different parts of the week so beautifully. And I actually also got this message through just now saying that we may see this King of Pentacles as God, or as spirit, or as the ultimate energy, as in this energy of abundance is always accessible to us. Oh, Angela sent a heart. Thank you so much. So this is about remembering that when we go through these changes, especially on the earthly practical level, not to get stuck in this wanting to keep everything the same, because there is this amazing universal abundance that's always accessible to us, and that we know how to channel this, we know how to manifest this in our lives. Absolutely amazing. And also each and every one of us has a spark of God, or a spark of spirit, or a spark of this universal energy inside of us, taking care of us. Michelle says, major shift in my life going on, leaving past behind as well. That's amazing. I'm so glad, Michelle, that resonates. Thank you for sharing. Karen says, hi. Hi, Karen. I'm so happy that you're watching. We're now going to move on, and I'm just going to move the tarot cards to make room, but I will leave the theme cards up because I can. There is enough space here. We're going to draw 3 Romance Angel cards. So if you have a question for the Romance Angels, or maybe even more than one question, please choose one or more of the cards. The Romance Angels can help answer questions to do with relationships and our love life. If you have someone in your life, you can ask about your relationship with them. If you have someone you have your eye on, you can ask about them. If you are not in a relationship and would like to be, you can ask the Romance Angels what you can focus on at this moment in time to prepare for a relationship. And if you have any other kind of question that the Romance angels might help you with, simply in your mind ask this question, or if you're on your own and you want to, you can do it out loud. And pick a card. Right, we've got 3 cards here. And as usual, we're going to infuse these cards with the crystal energies. We've got our beautiful love candle here in the background. I wish you could smell it. It smells delicious. It smells of watermelon. So I'm sending you a bit of the lovely watermelon smell as well. So we've got here card 1, card 2, card 3. I really hope you can see it properly. Yes, that's probably a little bit better. Yes, so let's start with card number 1. So if you picked card number 1, here is your message. Oh, we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. And isn't it a lovely card? I love this turquoise scarf that this lady is wearing, and she's offering up flowers. I wonder if she's praying at a temple, or an altar, something like that maybe. So your message is to stay optimistic. So that's very much saying if you keep staying optimistic, there is definitely something beautiful coming in for you. Let's have a look at card number 2. Here, Michelle says perfect, amazing. Let's have a look at card number 2. Here's your message. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Well, that is a lovely message if you chose number 2. And it's so far, it's also a lovely succession, because the staying optimistic starts to bring in the romance. And then once you've attracted the right partner, you start to step up to the next level. So whatever is the next logical level of engagement in a relationship for you is likely to come your way if you picked card number 2. And if you picked card number 3, here's your message. It says romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So this is definitely saying that there are romantic feelings present on both sides if you are inquiring about a particular person, and there is enough there for you to make it worth exploring. So actually 3 very positive messages this week. It's not really, none of the cards have a message about something not going well or any particular blocks in it. There's definitely, all 3 of them are saying to staying positive most definitely is important. But in all other ways, there's definitely good things happening. And I'm again being drawn back to one of our theme cards that says love and accept yourself. So if you do want any additional guidance to do with love and romance, and definitely throughout the whole week, whichever one of those romance cards you drew, focusing on loving and accepting yourself will be particularly fruitful at this time. So this concludes our reading for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I will upload this video on my YouTube channel, Indigo Owl. Some people find it easier to find my readings there, because you can subscribe to my channel and YouTube will notify you, or whenever you check your subscriptions, it will come up. I hope you have an amazing week ahead and take very good care of yourselves, and namaste and goodbye. Thank you, Michelle. Have an awesome week too. Bye-bye.